Yo, so guys, welcome back. Oh shit! Welcome back to another video. What a good start this has been. We're back with another Lost in the Pond reaction. People love my reactions to him, and from the last video that I saw, I really enjoyed the video as well. And he actually saw it. He posted it on his Twitter, and then I saw him replying to a few people, which I thought was pretty cool. And I actually spoke to him, and he said it was cool for me to react to more of his videos, which means which is good for future reactions, right? But I really enjoyed my last reaction to his video. It was like the last video that I saw, the first video of his I've actually seen, I think. And I just sort of went on his channel and I looked at his most viewed video. Actually, did I look at his most? I actually just looked at his most recent videos, and this was one of them. And I saw it's got loads of views, so there's obviously a lot of interest in this. I don't really know what to expect here. 5 ways British and American bedrooms are very different. When I come to think of it, I mean, do you bet like? What's different in a bedroom? You have a bed, you may have a TV, you have a nightstand, you have a wardrobe, maybe have a PC or a monitor depending how big your room is. Like, I don't really know what to expect from this, but it seems to be a topic that a lot of people are interested in, and I thought, you know what, let's just check it out basically. But yeah, hopefully you guys are going to enjoy this. Quick shout out to my Instagram, my Twitter, links in the description for those. Same for my Patreon, for those interested, links are there. And for obviously Lost in the Pond, his channel. You will probably know who he is, but if you don't, on the off chance you don't, links in the description to his channel and to this video, so you can check it out yourself. But yeah, let's get into this and let's see what this video is about. I'm so interested to see what the differences are actually going to be.
One of the most common bedroom differences I get asked about is, why do Americans sleep with that extra sheet between the quilt and you? Hello, I'm Lawrence and I'm on a quest to uncover
the quilt
all of the memos that Britain and America lost in the pond, and one of those memos pertains to bedrooms. In Britain and throughout the world, people need a designated room where they can go to sleep and do other stuff, like reading, for example. But depending on the country that you're in, the bedroom, a word supposedly coined by Shakespeare, might take a different form. And as somebody who has lived extensively in both Britain and America, this is most certainly true of those two countries. And so without further ado, here are 5 ways that British and American bedrooms are very different.
I don't know why it makes me laugh.
Before we even get to the main centerpiece of the bedroom, which is the bed, there is one major thing that American bedrooms have that most British bedrooms do not, and it's something contained not within the 4 walls of the bedroom, but within the wall. I'm talking about built-in closets. Now, this is my walk-in closet.
I mean, I can tell you one for sure, where I am now, there's not a built-in closet. We've not even got built-in storage, so literally everything we have has to be like put in boxes and drawers. I know at my dad's place, I lived there for like 2 years, he had a built-in closet, but I know it is really rare in the UK to have them, really rare. And everywhere else I've lived, I've not had a built-in closet. It's just one of those things, it's very useful to have, but maybe it makes your room space a little smaller, but it would just be useful. Having to buy a closet, and then when you buy it, then you move to another place, you have to then take it apart and then build it again. I mean, you can probably see, actually, I've just got a closet sitting there. It's been sitting there for ages. I just can't be asked to build it because it's IKEA and it's just like long. I can't be asked. It's been there for like a week and a bit. I just can't be asked to build it.
I say mine. I mean, it is shared with my wife, of course. I say shared. I mean, it's mostly hers.
Yep, I can relate.
So you might be thinking, well, Lawrence, where do British people hang their clothes? And the answer is simple: in a wardrobe that admittedly takes up more space.
That's actually quite a nice
unless
wardrobe.
It leads to Narnia. But while America may have the advantage in the closet department, Britain is still leading the way on these. Back in the days when I still dressed like a child, you bought me this t-shirt, so you can leave it out.
I would go quickly get it, but I can't.
Back in the days when I was still a child, I distinctly remember sleeping alongside a rubber accessory that was filled with hot water. It was a hot water bottle, and it was one of those things that I'd forgotten about until researching for this video. For anyone not in the know, a hot water bottle is exactly the accessory I just described, and its purpose is to keep you warm while you sleep. It can be a problem if you accidentally burst it, because then your parents think you have another problem and you have to go see a doctor. Now,
I thought it was going to be when it's hot and you just burn yourself. I had to use them a lot because when I used to live at home, I didn't have heating. So these are very,
The
very
advent
useful
of
for me.
electric blankets, hot
Really
water
useful.
bottles have seen a decline in popularity. This is particularly true in the United States, but I have it on good authority that people still occasionally use them in Britain. But part of me believes that most of them just use it to refill their tea without leaving the bed.
Oh, man, that taste
As
after was
always,
nasty.
when it comes to comparing British and American things, inevitably it always comes back to size. And you might not be too surprised to learn that American beds, on the whole, are longer, wider, or sometimes both, than British beds.
Oh,
So
for
let's
real?
take a look at how that plays out. Or lays out. That's a bed pun. Sorry, let's take a look. So the smallest bed size in the United States is the twin bed. This measures in at roughly 39 by 75 inches. And its nearest equivalent in Britain is a single bed, which
Bro, everything in the US is just bigger. See, this is what I had lived in a single bed for 19 years of my life. As I've moved out now, as I've said a million times, and I finally got a double bed. So still not huge. This twin bed is probably bigger than, or probably the same size as my double bed, which is absolutely crazy, bro. Bro, the US just does things
which is
bigger,
just
man.
as long as an American twin, but
Really
4
does.
inches less wide. After that, America has a twin XL, which is coupled with Britain's small double. Try saying that after 4 whiskies. And then America has what is known as the full-size mattress. This is 54 inches by 75. This is almost identical to the double-size mattress in Britain. From
Actually,
here on
it is a
out,
little
things
bit
become
bigger.
like a game of chess, as both countries sort of introduce a royal family of mattress sizes. In the US, some people
Queen,
sleep on the
king.
Queen, not the Queen, that would be breaking news, on a queen-size mattress, which is about 60 inches by 80. This is virtually identical to Britain's king-size mattress,
Oh
but
my
neither
God.
country ousts their bedroom monarchy there. What's better than a queen? A super queen. In the US, this measures in at 66 inches by 80. Funnily enough, the nearest equivalent in Britain is called, can you guess what it's called? Can
Super
you? Can you?
king?
It's called a super king.
Oh, mate,
It's
the originality,
72
mate.
inches by 80. And so Britain wins, except it doesn't, because America also has a king-size bed that measures 76 by 80. And at this point, Britain's mattresses abdicated the throne, while America's just kept going with the California king at 72 inches by 84, and that's
the
just falling
fuck?
off. So perhaps this additional size is why Americans are more like
I gotta see this California King bed mattress, whatever. I gotta see this California King bed. No, not the song. King. Wait, I'm. What the hell? I gotta see some images. I saw the size, but I don't want to buy one. I mean, you probably can actually buy them in the UK, to be honest. Oh my god. That wouldn't even fit in my room. That just wouldn't fit in my room. Honestly, that's just not going anywhere near my room, but still. God damn. God
likely to
damn.
use one of these. However
Box
massive the
spring.
mattress, it's more common in the US than the UK for it to sit on top of what is known as a box spring. And while I definitely couldn't claim to be a bed connoisseur, I hadn't heard of the phrase box spring until I moved to America.
what
And there's a
even is
couple
it?
of reasons for this. Firstly, we don't call it that. Apparently, we call it either a sprung bed base or a divan. I've never used those terms either, and that's because this particular contraption is much less common in Britain. And so what is this contraption? Well, a box spring is a base that sits under your mattress that sort of incorporates a spring system like you might find in your mattress.
I've never ever
And the
seen that
idea
in my
is with
life.
that additional bounce, I won't keep doing that, the springs in the mattress have a greater shelf life. In Britain, our mattresses tend to sit on harder
Wood.
surfaces, meaning that the springs in your mattress wear down more quickly depending on how much you put them under duress. Mine were mostly fine, but so much for what goes under the mattress. Let's take a look at what goes on top.
Bedding.
One of the
alright,
most
here we
common
go.
bedroom differences I get asked about is, why do Americans sleep with
tasty
that
business.
extra sheet between the quilt and you? And this is what's known as a top sheet. And while I have read that top sheets have become less popular among younger Americans, they are nonetheless still in wide use. But what purpose do they serve? Well, aside from adding an additional layer of warmth for Americans that don't know the joys of a hot water bottle, a top sheet is often used for hygienic reasons. The theory being that your body, and therefore body odor and sweat and dirt, doesn't come into contact with the comforter/quilt. And I can get behind this idea because it means you can wash the comforter less often. Who needs bulky laundry? Now, because Americans are more
True.
likely to
Such a
use this
smart
approach
idea.
than British people, they're also more likely to not use a duvet cover because What's the point? In Britain, this is largely how we get around the hygiene problem, if indeed we choose to. Now, if Reddit is anything to go by, then this is the source of a heated debate. So let me know in the comments below, top sheet or no top sheet. As for me and my American wife, we compromised on both a top sheet and a quilt cover for some reason. That's it for this episode. Let me know in the comments below how you keep your bedroom. Just keep it general. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel so that my videos don't get lost in the pond. A big shout out to all of my patrons who make these...
Like I said, shout out to him and his channel, man. Links in the description for those who don't know him, but I assume you will. Again, it's a bit of a different video, but I enjoy this kind of stuff. I do. It's weird how I do watch these kind of reactions, but it's just interesting to see the differences, the small differences, especially the built-in wardrobes. I'm jealous of that because I need that in my flat because it's just annoying, man. It just takes up so much room. Like you said, it just takes up so much room having to get like a wardrobe and stuff. But hey, it is what it is, right? But let's see some of the comments. As an American, I've never ever heard of a super queen sized bed. In addition to hygiene, top sheets can serve as the only cover during the summer months when it's too hot, humid to sleep under a duvet. That's what I'm thinking. Because I get really like when it's summer, I can't use bedding. It's winter now and I can barely use bedding. I just can't use my my blanket. I always just end up sleeping without the blanket. Sometimes I won't. But it's just like, yeah, in the summer it actually does make sense because it's a lot more thin and less. You're just going to sweat less during the night, right? It's not going to make you too hot. The reason for the closet in America has specific building codes about the closet in the bedroom. It cannot be labelled a bedroom legally if it does not have a closet and an egress window. Really? That's kind of wild. So literally every bedroom has a closet. Oh, it's a common myth, but it's not true. Oh, it's not true then. That's interesting. So I've just been baited there. Canadian here, top sheets all the way, plus Hudson's Bay blankets. When I see a hot water bottle, my first thought was period cramps. I've lived in America all my 42 years and I've never heard of a super queen. Yeah, there's a big ass bed. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Again, more of this stuff from his channel, whoever you want me to see. I've actually not subscribed yet, I'm going to subscribe now. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Until next time, like, subscribe.